read. So I ask that you guys come in, take what resonate, leave what doesn't. If it don't resonate, then don't try to make it fit. I ask that you guys come in and hit that like and subscribe button. If you are already a subscriber, please make sure you come in and you hit that like button for your girl. So wealth is coming. Okay. So when I seen this song because it always comes to me. Just a certain part. And it's I got money to lend my friends now. We in now. So which that is Nelly. Now, today, just not too long ago, Spirit guided me to come and do this reading because wealth is coming and it's hidden in certain different places. We got Texas, from Indiana to Chi Town, Alabama, LA, and Missouri. Some wealth is coming. So if you are living in those places, wealth is coming to you. Okay? Let's see what Spirit want to talk about. Okay? I got money to lend my friends now. We in now. Shots out from Texas to Indiana, Chi-Town. So if you are from Texas, Indiana, Chi-Town, Alabama, LA, and Missouri, you got some wealth coming in for you. Let's see. And I'm also seeing oh look, Ten of Cups fell out. I'm also seeing that some of y'all could have been seeing the signs. Morning, some of y'all been seeing the signs. Y'all could have been seeing like every time you go on social media or you go somewhere, you see wealth. It's like you see wealth or you see something that show you wealth. Like I'm gonna give you an example for me. Every time I didn't see this check, it's on social media, but I didn't see this check more than once, and it ain't no little check. But this check always comes to me, and that could be a sign. I have seen multiple readings that have something to do with wealth, and it's this bench that I ride past. I could be in a car with other people all the time. Nobody ever pays attention to that bench or what it say. It always have a B on it, and it says, um, because signs are real. Okay, because signs are real. That's what it always says. Sure, be you. If you feel like you are rich, you are rich. There's not a doubt with that. So now, so like if you've been seeing the signs, then pay attention to them because I feel like the universe been sending you signs. Like I said, no, I'm not coming to Baltimore. But if you are Chi Town, okay, so I'm gonna go back. I'm salute and I'm proud. Okay, that's what Nelly said. So the universe is like you are someone that salutes the universe and you're proud to stand in your truth and what it is that you believe. I'm going and Nelly said we going from Texas to Indiana, Chi Town, Alabama, LA, Missouri. Is if you live in those places, you got wealth coming to you. Yes. Okay. So you got you got the Ten of Cups with the I ain't never gotta make it. Oh, talk about it, Spirit. Talk about it. Okay. So let me show y'all what I'm getting. You're about to experience the Ten of Cups, a happily marriage, a happily ever after, emotional contentment, a loving relationship with your children, raising children, or as successfully people you can trust. You're around people you can trust. That's why you're about to experience this Ten of Cups. Okay. But some of y'all about to get a new home. That's a new home right there that you and your family about to go to. Okay. Then you got the Nine of Cups here. Wishes come true. Your dreams become a reality. A magical time of life. Good fortune, faith in the universe that I will be well. You have trust in God that all will be well. You have trust in the universe that all that will be well. That's why you're about to receive this. You salute and you proud. Okay? You are a proud person in what you believe in. You don't let nothing and no one stop you from what you believe in. Like people could be like, why would you choose to do that? Why would you choose to do this? Why would you like okay, so I can give y'all another example because spirit's showing me. Um, when my brother came to visit me, my brother assumed that I was because I had a statue of Mother Mary and I have a statue of Buddha, right? My brother assumed that I looked at them as they were gods, and I did not. I did not look at them as they were gods. That's what my brother assumed. And he was like, you're glorifying them. I said, I'm not glorifying them. I'm thanking them for the things that they do in our lives. I was like, he was like, they don't do much. I said, yes, they do. I had to break things down to him. He had his opinion and I had mine. But at the end of the day, I stood tall in what I believed in. He stood tall in what he believed in. But like I told him at the end of the conversation, hold on, guys. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. So, what was I saying? What was I at? Okay, so you got wishes being fulfilled. Like I said, if you are living in one of those places, you got wealth coming. I can't remember exactly where I left off at because my baby just called me. So that was like a distraction. So I'm also picking up that you don't see this coming. Whatever this wealth is, that whatever God has for you, you don't see this coming. Okay. So, but I feel like you have been receiving all the signs. You got 10, 9, 9, 10. Those are complete. You are coming to a complete, and then you have completed whatever it is. I feel like for some of y'all could have been tested too when it come down to money. Okay. Oh, beliefs. Thank you, Spirit clarification. So God has shown me, and just so happen he goes my. Okay. So but like I was saying though, I left off at my brother. And like I said, it was crazy that he just called me because we was having a debate. My brother was feeling like that I was doing that I was praising or I saw Buddha as God or Mother Mary as God, and I don't. I thank them for what they have done in my life, and I thank them that I have got to know them on a different level. But I give God the glory at all times. And we had this debate and I worked up a sweat with my brother with this debate. But at the end of the day, our debate led us to understand that we both had a love for God. And that was like the most important thing at the moment, period. So what I'm getting here is that your love for God and is what has brought you here to this position, to this moment right now. Like I said, if you live in Texas, to Indiana, to Chi-Town, to LA, to Alabama, to Missouri, you got wealth coming in for you. You got wealth coming in for you. You got the 10 of cups. You and your family is definitely about to move. This you and your children, your significant other, if you already married, your marriage is about to be at the most high of success, of love. If you are not married, for some of y'all about to get married. Okay, because you got a happy marriage, happily ever after, emotional contentment, a loving relationship with your children, children wisely, raising children wisely and successfully, people you can trust. God is going to be putting you around people you can trust. Remember when I told y'all, I said when I walked into 2025, anyone that I was not associated with going into 2025, I left. Literally, I'm not giving my time, my energy to no one that do not deserve to be in my energy. And God is going to show you that as you move forward. And I feel like a lot of y'all see this or feel this. You're allowing God to guide your steps, and allowing God to guide your steps is what got you here to what's coming towards you, because wealth is coming towards you, wishes coming true, dreams become a reality, a magical time of life, good fortune, faith in the universe that all will be well. Some of y'all is going on hard time, but you trusted in God. You have faith in God. And let me say this: a lot of people believe in God, but they don't have faith in God. And sometimes your faith is it's letting go and letting God do what God do. Don't second guess, don't question, don't have any fear, don't have any doubt. That is how you move forward in life, by literally letting go and letting God. And I feel like a lot of y'all have done that and is doing that. And that's why this is coming to you. Texas, Indiana, Chi-Town, Alabama, LA, and Missouri. You're about to receive wealth. You got the Chariot. This is definitely moving forward for you. Definitely moving forward for you. You got rewards that come from hard work, successfully balancing many priorities at once, determination and willpower, public recognition. So this is what I'm getting. You are, remember when I said you're saluting and you're proud. You salute God and you're proud of the relationship that you have with him. You do not deny him in front of no one. You speak highly of God in front of anyone. And God loves the fact that you do that. So that public recognition is coming back to you. That public recognition is coming back to you. And you know what? And I'm going to say this too. This reading here ain't going to be for everybody. You understand me? If you still here watching with me, then that's for you. But those who come on here and leave, then this reading ain't for them. If you got to this part of the reading and you still watching it with me, that means this reading is for you. There's going to be a lot of people that's going to come on and leave, because it ain't meant for them. It will reach the people that it need to reach, because everything ain't for everyone. Okay? Yes. So you got the Eight of Cups, the need to move on, seeking more from life than what you are expecting, a spiritual quest, choosing to make big life changes, a change in priorities, and leaving a home. Some of y'all about to leave what you've been used to. So wherever you're living, that's about to change. You're about to leave a home. You're going to leave that part of your life that's going to wind up being your past. For some of y'all could be living with others and you could be moving. For some of y'all leaving an old home, old neighborhood, or what you used to behind. That's being changed. Some of y'all is leaving an old mindset, the way that you used to do things. You're changing it up. And there's nothing wrong with that, because change is good. Okay? If you're not willing to change, then you can't move forward. So change is a must in your life. I feel like a lot of us are used to doing things a certain way. But I learned that if you open up to learning things new, or open up to moving forward to something new, you will realize that your old ways was actually only hindering you. It was only putting a pause into what God saw in you and what you could actually do in your life. Okay. So like, I'm gonna give you an example of what I'm saying. Like every Sunday, right? As for most of us, we've been growing up and the Jehovah Witness knock on your door and nobody want to answer. Like, don't answer that. It's the Jehovah Witness, or they peeking out the window. Get away from the door. It's the Jehovah Witness. And as you got older, you start doing the same thing, right? Because you never really quite understood why nobody answered the door for the Jehovah Witness. But when I got older and I got on my journey, I opened the door for a Jehovah Witness. And let me tell you what I also discovered. One time I was at work and I was only getting like $200 in stamps. And I would spend cash, but I also had to pay bills and I had to pay rent and I had to take care of my kids. I had to pay life insurance, all of that. So I'm sitting there and I'm talking to God. I'm like, okay, God, I bought the food, but the food is getting low. Okay. I'm like, I need help on food. So my kids called me later on that day and told me that a man had came to the house and brought food. So my kids told me that the man came and the guy had shown him a vision of my home, and he was like, you is a is this is a two family household because my house had two sides to it, and my kids was like yes, and he was like his kids on this side and adults on this side, and my kids was like yes, so he gave them like $150 worth of food. He went shopping and he bought the food. I later discovered that that man lived all the way on 103rd and King Drive, and I lived on 69th, and he brought that food. So when my kids called me, I always told God like I wanted to thank him. I wanted to thank him for doing the service of what God had asked him to do. So one day out the blue, I stopped thinking about it. I just told God that I wanted to thank him. So one day out the blue, I think I was just in the house cleaning or something like that. My doorbell rang. And he wanted to make sure that, he wanted to knock on the door and just introduce himself. So he was like, "Hello, how you doing? You was at work the last time I came here, but I just wanted to let you know that I was the guy that brought the food." And I was telling him like I told God that I wanted to thank you, so I shook his hand and I gave him a hug and I told him thank you. Well, come to find out, he was a Jehovah Witness. Right? So he told me that he was a Jehovah Witness. Have been practicing in that for years. We talked, and one thing we had in common, we had a little bit of differences, just a little bit, but I explained how I saw things. He explained how he saw things. He liked the way that I saw things. He was like, I never looked at it like that. And he started calling me by my first name as if he had known me my whole life. Right? Then, as we're talking, I also discovered that we grew up in the same neighborhood. He was way older than me, but he grew up in a village just like I grew up in a village. He was like, I moved away from the village like in the early 90s and stuff like that. Me and my mom, then we moved towards mostly this way. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, I moved and around this time and I've been this way for this amount. Like we really was chopping it up. So now as we're talking and we're talking about what we believe and what God has done for us and stuff like that, we both discovered even doing that we may not be. I am a spiritual Baptist woman. He is a Jehovah Witness. But at the end of the day, no, regardless of what I was and regardless of what he was, we actually had a common denominator, and that was God. Like we both trust in God, we believe in God, we have faith in God. God put us on our God put us on our journey. He was going through what he was going through. I was going through what I was going through. And we both had this journey and that we both accepted. When we talked about God, it was equally the same. We both glorified him. We both gave him the glory. We both talked about Yahshua. We both talked about Mother Mary. We talked about Archangel Michael. We talked about a lot of things that was said in the Bible. And I explained to him how I felt and what I thought of it. And he was like, I never thought of it that way. And he actually liked the way that I did things. And he was like, you know what? I just may try it that way. Because at the end of the day, even if he's a Jehovah Witness, even if, I'm a Baptist, at the end of the day, our love for God will make us open up and try to learn new things. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's okay. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to stop you from glorifying God. I'm trying to, help you get closer with him. And if you feel that the way I do it can work for you, it's okay to try. And if I feel the way that you do it is okay, it's okay for me to try. It's okay to add new things into what we're already doing. It's okay. And I feel like for some of y'all doing that. I know I do it. I do it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the way that you glorify God and the way that you love God is what putting you in this position that you're in right now, because wealth is coming. Wealth is coming. This is a different type of wealth. This is a different type of wealth. Like I said, you could have been seeing signs. God sends signs all the time. I have been seeing signs. Like I told y'all, there's a check that comes to me all the time. I didn't see this check maybe 3 times, twice or 3 times now. I see this check on social media. It's already filled out. It got a certain amount on it, and it always comes to me. I could just be scrolling, and this specific check comes to me. Like, and it ain't no little money either. So, when God said you that there's a blessing coming. And see, I know a lot of people like, well, ain't this like telling you the future? No. This is more like God is preparing you for what's next. Because God is, this what thing, when God used to surprise us with things, right? And just give it to without preparing us, we tend to self-sabotage what God has for us. We do. We tend to mess things up. We tend to blow money. We tend to push the blessing away that God has given us. Because we tend to self-sabotage because we have free will. God gave us that. So this right here is like a prepare. You've been seeing all the signs. God also could have blessed you with some money already just to see how you was going to handle that money. Were you going to do what he's been guiding you to do, or was you going to blow the money? So he always prepare you for what's next. If you handle that money the way that God has guided you to handle that money, then you're ready for the next batch of wealth that he's about to give to you. He could have gave you 10 bands. He could have gave you $1,000. He could have gave you $900. He could have gave you $9,000 just to see. He could have gave you $800, $8,000 just to see how would you handle this money. Were you 55? Would you blow this money? He could have gave you 500 to 5,000 to see would you blow it. Would you do what he told you to do? Would you take this money and not handle business? Will you take this money and not, like, cause some of y'all could have said, okay, I want to be able to help those in need. God bless you with $1,000. There goes somebody right there that's hungry and you need manna to eat. Or if you told God that I want to help those, now you see a family that's hungry. That same $1,000 that God blessed you with, you asked those individuals, would y'all like something to eat? Yes, I would like something to eat. And you took out of that $1,000 and you spent maybe no more than 20. You still did a deed of helping someone in need. Even if you took $5 out of that money and gave it to someone that was on the street that was asking, you still did a good thing, a good deed. You were not selfish with the money. You understand what I'm saying? You try to help those who are in need. I do that all the time. I always try to help people. Also, I'm getting here is that you could have said that you wanted to bless others who have blessed you. And God blessed you with some money to see where you're going to do it. Were you going to forget about those people once you got that money? And y'all did not. You actually took the money and blessed people that you said you wanted to bless. You wanted to give to them because they gave to you. See, these type of things God prepare. He put things in motion to see, are you going to stand on what you said before he give you the wishes? See, these are all the things right here that you said you wanted to do if you got some money. Well, God granted your wish. Okay. And he may have gave you a little bit of money, and maybe you got 9 wishes up there. Maybe there's 3 things you can do out of these 9 wishes when you got this money. God is like, is you going to do it? Or are you going to walk away from it as if you never got the money? Or did you going to forget what you said? Like, all of this is a test before you can get the next blessing that God has for you. And if you are taking care of the business and you are doing what you told God you would do, then you are opening up the door for the next wealth to come your way. Right? That's what you're doing. Okay? God is always going to prepare you for what's next. Just like when you get pregnant, he prepares you. You got 9 months to have this baby. He's going to make sure you got clothes. You got to make sure the baby got clothes. You got to make sure the baby got everything. That's why some people have a baby shower. For those who can't have a baby shower or don't have family, God always, you may receive things from a stranger because God worked through people, right? You may run into somebody just had a baby and they be like, oh, well, I got a whole bunch of baby clothes. I didn't know what to do with these baby clothes. And then they give you all the baby clothes. And some of them may be still brand new. Some of them they baby may have worn, but outgrew so fast. You know what I'm saying? God always prepare you for what's next. This is what's next. Wealth. Nice wealth. This is not little wealth. This is nice wealth. Okay. So you got a brilliant success, time of joyful accomplishment, a spiritual enlightenment, freedom to do whatever you want. Okay. Be proud of yourself. The most God say, be proud of yourself. Your ancestors, because let me tell y'all something. I also had to talk about y'all. You got a guardian angel that's on the other side that is very proud of you. You got your ancestors that is very proud of you because you broke some generational curses. Let me tell you how you broke some generational curses for your bloodline. Right? Some of y'all could have followed the energy of some of y'all could have followed the energy of things that you saw in your family. Most of us, no lie, most of us got people in our family that's doing drugs, not doing much with themselves, stuck in poverty, cool with where they are. And it's like when you saw that, you like, nah, I don't want to be stuck over there. I don't want to do drugs. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I want to set a different tone. That you were chosen by your ancestors to break this generational curse. Because if you look back at your family, you got generation after generation after generation has been falling in this trap of getting high, of if it's something that they've been doing, staying in lack, only the bare minimum, only going to God when they feel like they're gonna receive a blessing, only want to go to church but not really building a bond with God. They just go to church because this is what the family do. And when they go to church, they just sit in there and they listen to the pastor, but they're not really in there building a bond with God because they just doing it because that's what the family do. But you're someone that went in there and actually built a bond with God. Like you became one with God. You start getting more involved into learning about this relationship with the universe, okay? About learning this bond with Yahshua and understanding that Yahshua is not God, and you understand that Yahshua is the Son of God. So it's like, also as you're in there and you're learning these things, that you're realizing that I'm not here to judge anyone. We're not supposed to judge. Only God can judge. But you got a lot of people, while you there, you're realizing that there's a lot of judgmental things going on right here. So instead of you involving yourself in those situations, you kind of fall back. Okay? That don't mean that you stop going to the church. You just see things differently and you move accordingly, and you move differently the way that you feel that is best for you. That's how you accepted the fact that the way your journey is not their journey, and you choose to move the way you're moving with God is totally different from the way they're moving. But you're not judging them for the way that they're moving, and you're letting them know, don't judge you, because your journey is your journey and their journey is their journey. So however they communicate with God ain't got nothing to do with you. So the fact that you standing on business like that of loving God, having faith in God, moving forward with God is what got you here. You got some endings that is that you went through to have this new beginning. And you getting closer to God, you learn that breaking generational curses is very important. Not only to God, but also to your ancestors. And your ancestors is loving you and proud of you for you not smoking. I'm hearing Now, I ain't talking about weed. Not talking about weed. You have some of us got family members that smoke crack. You did not lead, you did not go into that. Some of us got family members that do dope, two blows. Y'all did not lead into that. Some of us got family members to where we was not taking care. They were not taking care of their children properly. You did not lead into that. Some of us have family members that have jumped from man to man to man and not setting a good example for their children. You did not lead into that. You did things totally different. And each time that you did something different that was not to the norm of your family, your ancestors applaud you because you were really breaking them generational curses and you broke them. Now you set a tone for your children, right? Children are innocent. They are supposed to be loved. They are supposed to be catered to. They are supposed to be shown that magical times happen. A lot of people take the innocence from their children when they take Christmas and the Easter bunny and the tooth fairy. Kids have beautiful imaginations. And when people do that, oh, I bought this for Christmas, or we don't have this, and we don't do that. Me personally, I feel like, you know, what the world may have meant for bad, God turned it into good. Christmas is a season of giving. We got a fake Santa Claus that, get the kids excited. Oh, let's make Santa some cookies. And I used to do this with my kids. Make Santa some cookies. This year I seen a lot of fathers taking their shoes, stepping into baby powder so they can look like they came through the door and dropped off the gifts. That's excitement for children. And I feel like, when you are coming up with these beautiful traditions with your children, they're going to have these beautiful traditions with their children. And, like I said, children are innocent. And we supposed to bring incitement and love to them, not take the joy from them that you experience. Because at once upon a time, that was your excitement too, to wake up on Christmas Day or to experience beautiful birthdays and, to feel the love. At once upon a time, that was your excitement. Don't take that from them, because you can actually show them a better Christmas than you had. See, if you show, like, I want to, now that my children are older, I always talk about giving back. I want to build a shelter so me and my children can have a beautiful, like, because on Christmas in the shelter, they tend to celebrate maybe 2 days before or a day before. No, the children is in the shelter. I want them to wake up on Christmas morning and get up, and each child in the facility, I want to give them at least 2 gifts. They can open one at 12 if they're up, because kids never want to go to sleep, and they can open one in the morning. I want them to feel that excitement. I never want to take that type of excitement from children. Never. When we used to get dressed up on Easter Day and put on our clothes and go to church and Easter hunts and stuff like that, those are excitements that we. And now this world is like taking that excitement from children. That's why a lot of you guys y'all want to build a different family for you and your children. And the Most High God said you're going to be doing that. It says a loving relationship with your children. Building a loving relationship with your children is very important. It's very important. That's the generational curse that you're breaking right there, because a lot of people in your family never got to do this. They didn't build bonds with their children. They didn't show their children a different world, a different life, a different journey, because everybody did it the exact same way as the family did, but not you. You broke this generational curse, and your ancestors are happy for you. They are applauding you, and they are happy that you've done that. That's why all of these blessings that's coming towards you is coming towards you because the hard work you have put in to being a better you, your personal healing and happiness journey, focusing on self-love, not self-sabotaging, breaking generational curses, allowing God to guide your steps is what put you in this predicament, what put you in this position to receive what God has for you, for opening up your eyes and learning something new. When you're willing, when you're willing to open up your eyes and learn something new and allowing different things to enter your life and learn from them, you open up the door for new opportunities. Okay? So you got the star. Have faith. The future is bright. Dreams come true. Positive to challenging times. The light of the tunnel. This is what you've done. You balanced out your life. You balanced out your life. Some of y'all even know how to balance out your feminine and masculine energy. Men think that, oh, we don't have feminine energy. You do. Your feminine energy is based upon your family. If a man can be vulnerable with his daughter, he could be vulnerable with his wife. He can show compassion. He can show love. He can show that softer side of him to his family. That is his feminine energy. He's teaching his son that men can cry if they're hurt. It's okay. It's okay. But he also teaches his son how to be a man. That's his feminine side. Women have a masculine side. Their masculine side is that they have to do everything on their own. So when they receive a real masculine man, some of them don't even know how to come out of that masculine energy and get into this feminine energy of submitting because they're so used to doing it themselves. They got to take care of the kids. They have to fix the toilet. They got to call a plumber. They got to take the son to get the hair cut. They got to pick up the laundry, and they got to do it all themselves. They got to cook. They got to wash. They got to be the man and the woman in raising their children. So every day of their life, they're in this masculine energy. But see, God is going to show you how to be in that when you need to be in that, but come out of that when you need to come out of it. That's that soft era energy, that feminine energy that she's supposed to be in. She's supposed to be loving herself. She's supposed to be putting herself on a high pedestal. She's supposed to be relaxed, released, and released. Nothing's supposed to be stressing her. Not no children, not no man, not no job, not nothing, because she walks with ease. And when she's sitting in her feminine energy, she's attracting what it is that what God has for her, what belongs to her, what is rightfully hers. And that energy is attracting the love, the passion, the loyalty, the respect, because that's the type of energy that she's in. She's in her soft feminine energy. But if she's in her masculine energy all the time, a lot of those things are going to be pushed away because she can't allow it to come in. She too much. You understand what I'm saying? So when you learn how to balance out the masculine and feminine energy, you know when to be in your masculine and come out of it. When you know how to be in your feminine and come out of it. You need to be what you need to be at that time. You don't stay in this energy. You know, if you're the woman, at all times, you should be in your soft energy. But there's a time you're going to have to be in your masculine energy, because there's going to be a time that your man may be at work. There's going to be a time that your man may not be around. He may be at home. You may be at a store. There's going to be a time. But when you enter back into that home, you leave that at the door and you walk in that door in your feminine energy into mother mode, into wife mode. You not take that masculine energy in there with your husband, because you already have a masculine. Okay? And gentlemen, it's okay to get in your feminine energy, for you to be vulnerable to your wife, your daughter. You got to show her how a man's supposed to treat a woman. So when she get older, she don't get treated by a lot of these men, because we got some manipulators and we got some users out here. But if her dad is already in that soft era with her, showing her how a princess is supposed to be treated, she ain't gonna go for that. Okay? So, what else, Spirit? So, as I was saying that, you guys have wealth coming. And the things that you're doing in your life is about to be different. The things that you were used to is about to change. But I'm hearing that a lot of y'all is ready for change. You're ready to explore. You're ready to experience things differently. I know I am. So if you are in, again, Texas, from Indiana to Chi-Town, Alabama, LA, Missouri, you got wealth coming to you. This could be your story. You're moving like this in this energy. You're taking heed to what I am delivering to you today. Congratulations to you on your new journey. Congratulations on your new walk. Congratulations on your new wealth, your new joy, your new abundance, your new happiness, and your new growth. It's going to take you to a whole new level. Everybody's journeys will not be the same. Everybody will not receive the same amount. Everybody wealth will be different. And wealth, this is finances, because wealth come in different shapes, shape and sizes and forms. But this wealth is abundance. This wealth is money. Abundance come in different things too. It's just not always money, but this wealth that's coming is money. And it's going to take you to a whole new level. It's going to put you in a whole new bracket. But I'm also going to tell you this. Whatever it is that you told God that you wanted to do with this wealth, make sure that you don't forget that. And whatever it is that this wealth is about to take you, don't you forget what God did. He made this happen. Put in the work. This book was already written. Either you do it God's way, and life can be much better for you, or you do it your way and self-sabotage. A lot of us learned that we were self-sabotage, and we chose to change it up and start allowing God to guide our steps. That was the best thing that happened for me, and I'm pretty sure that was the best thing that ever happened for you. This wealth that's coming towards you is going to take you to a whole new level. It's going to, even if, let me say this, if you went from homeless to a one-bedroom, that is a wealth that is different. If you went to having, like me, the last house I had was a 5-bedroom house. 2 bathrooms, laundry room, kitchen, living room. If God blessed me with a 5-bedroom, but 3 bathrooms, that's a different wealth for me. Because I ain't had 3 bathrooms at first. And this time, it could be, instead of an apartment, hell, it could be a house. Who knows? But that's a different type of wealth. If I wake up, if I wake up tomorrow morning, I have $15 million. That's a different wealth for me, because I ain't have $15 million yesterday. You understand what I'm saying? But if you wake up and only receive $1 million, that's a different type of wealth for you. You ain't have $1 million yesterday. You understand? It's going to put you in a different bracket. It's going to open up the door so you can experience and do different things, new things. But do not forget the promises that you made to God. A lot of y'all made promises to God. Well, a lot of y'all told God that if you got wealth, what you would do with it. You know what you said. Because I know what I said. But this wasn't no promise. This is just something that I wanted to do. I said if I had the money, I will open up a shelter. And every time I ride past this school, I want to open up my shelters. I want my shelters to be an old abandonment schools. Because the school already got a whole bunch of rooms. It already have a gym room. It already have a lunch room. It has everything that I would need in a shelter. Right? It got an office. It got a lot of things. It got bathrooms. So it has everything that I would actually need. And that's what I wanted to do. And it's this school that my children used to go to. Every time I ride past that school, I say that's my shelter right there. And I'm going to name it the Divine Shelter. Mm-hmm. What beautiful and magical things happen for families, for people, for children. Okay? And I want to do that because I lived in a shelter before. I know what it's like. I don't want to be the same because I'm not like everybody. I don't move like that. I got my own life. So how I run my shelter will be totally different from how others run theirs. I would not treat adults like they are children. I would not, you know, act as if this is where we supposed to be a family in a shelter. This is so people can know what a family look like, what a family feel like for those who do not have family. I want to change how things are in shelters, starting with my shelter. That's what I want to do. So I've told God, whenever I get blessed with my riches, I'm already rich, but my riches, I'm going to open up a shelter. And it's going to be my first shelter, going to be that school. It's not in a bad neighborhood. It's okay. And I want it to be ran beautifully. And I want it already has a playground in it. It's already have a running track in it. Like it already have a fence built around it for the children to be safe. But I said if I when God blessed me with my riches and I open that shelter up, I just want to make the fence a little bit more higher than what it is. It's kind of low. I want it to be higher so no one can come in. So remember what you told God you wanted to do. And when your riches come in, don't forget that because God gonna hold you to that. Remember that. If you ask God to bless your pockets so you can bless others, remember that. Don't get that money and forget because God gonna be waiting on them days because we got free will and he gave us that. And he gonna be wondering and waiting on you to take your free will to bless those people that you say you wanted to bless. Okay? So, again, if you are from Texas, Indiana, Chi-Town, Alabama, Missouri, and LA, you got wealth coming towards you. That is about to take you to a whole new light, a whole new life period. It's going to be opportunity after opportunity after opportunity that's about to open up for you. So this is a new life. This is a new journey. So congratulations to those who that's about to experience this happily ever after. That's what I have for you guys today. And you guys have a safe and blessed, beautiful, abundant day. Have a nice